Welcome to another video from the farm. Today, putting in the pads to hold a container. First things first then, dig some foundation holes. Start building the first foundation block. Mix a bit of concrete up. This is the level set with the theodolite to do the rest of them. And it's as easy as that. All of this side's nice and level now, and this side too. All the block work's in, and we've got that nice level pads to be sitting the container on. Cut a few more blocks of sleeper up so we can jack the container off the floor a foot or so. Next then, we'll lift the old banged up container into its new resting position. Went to the toilet and I missed it. In position nice and easy though. So not only did I get this container for free, it's come with quite a few things inside for free also. Decent amount of wood back there. And potentially a few finishings if we revamp them a little. Containers in. We'll be giving this a bit of TLC. We've got a little bit of rust to patch up. Gonna paint the whole thing before we clad it. Chad's already been doing a little bit of work. Stripping off some of the surface rust that's on this because this container's close to 20 years old, so yeah, it's got a few rusty patches. And next he's going to be giving all these major patches a bit of a touch up, some hammerite paint, give it a bit of rust protection. Shouldn't really have any more rust issues now it's up off the ground, but it doesn't hurt to give it that extra layer of protection again. We got Dave here as well, keeping watch. A lot of the weatherproofing on the container is going to come with the cladding. All this painting of the rust and then another coat of paint over the entire surface. Going to give it many more years of life. Ultimately, stop little spots like this working their way through, causing wet spots on the inside of the wall. Bosh! That's most of the rust touched up. Now it's time for the all-over base coats. Give it a good long extra lifetime. The actual protective layer. A fresh new coat of paint. First coat's on. Second coat going on now. Gosh, doesn't she look pretty now? Obviously this is all getting covered over with cladding as well, but yeah, makes sense to make it as weatherproof as possible with a fresh coat of paint if you're buying an old one, because it is going to give a good amount of extra years on your container before you get any problems, if you get any problems after you've painted it all up like this. Once it's got the cladding on, it'll have sort of 3 layers before you get into the metal underneath before you can get any more corrosion. So fingers crossed this lasts a lifetime now. Chad's already gone ahead and marked up where he wants his door to go. Then he's doing something fancy with a couple of little skinny windows and having one at the top and then one at a bit of an angle a bit further down. Quite the selection of windows to choose from. Going to be these sort of skinny windows in the side wall. And he happened to find double door with some windows on the side that fits perfectly across the entire container. Chad's been gathering up a load of off-cut bits of 3x2, and we've also got a fair amount off the old chicken shed, framing these windows out with. A little bit of grindering on the wall, cut some holes, we should be fairly good to go. Portable Jenny out, and a big old grinder. Safety first, goggles and gloves. Easy peasy. All frame to go in. It's a perfect fit. Bottoms in. Perfect. Bottoms on. Nicely done. Beautiful. So that's the windows framed. Look nice, don't they, Dave? No glass in these ones yet, just waiting for that to get cut. So next, while we're waiting for them to arrive, the final task before putting the bits of glass in and sealing her up is a bit more of that weatherproof membrane rubbery stuff. Sealing all the gaps where water can get in around this, ready for the cladding. Plenty of spare stuff to weatherproof the edges of this. It's almost like a thick pond line of this stuff really. And then it's just a case of sticking it down with this stuff. An EPDM membrane adhesive. Sets pretty much like a rubber putty but goes hard. Weather tight on the outside seals now. So the last step, put some new glass in those 2 windows. Maybe borrow a few of these packers, but should fit in nicely if the measuring's been correct. Our Chad here.
You in?
Oh nah.
You chat
Too big.
mate. Look at that. Fingers.
Perfecto. Moment of truth.
Oh, the grass is wrong, isn't it? Is it? That's sweet, that is, isn't it? Is that alright to do? Whack it.
Yeah, it just needs a little whack, doesn't it? And then it's almost in.
That's perfect. It'd be this top, isn't it? Anyway.
That's what she said. There we have it. Windows on, weather tight, ready for us to start fitting out the inside now. I hope you've been enjoying watching this video. It's not too difficult. The most difficult bit's cutting the holes really, quite sort of a above standard size angle grinder. But if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a like. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscriber button. Easy peasy. I'll just catch you in the next one. Till next time, bye bye.